We should not be afraid of growing slowly, but rather standing still. So while we may not be reaching our goals at a fast speed, it is most important to be persistent in achieving. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson, and on that tip for success, we welcome you to Jamaica Magazine. Coming up on today's pages, a look at new online services offered through Tax Administration Jamaica. Plus, we'll explore how we can grow profitably through climate-smart agriculture. And later, a look at how we are integrating GPS technology in everyday living. Stay with us for all these and more in our half-hour package.
Didn't like school and Mommy used to have to wake me up.
Tabla, hurry up. You're going to be late for school.
Hey, now that I have a tablet, you don't need to wake me up. Since Mommy and Daddy bought me a tablet, I use my tablet for all kinds of cool stuff. I use my tablet to read books. I use my tablet to learn about history and science. I use my tablet to help with my homework. I even use it to talk to my daddy at work. Hello, Daddy!
Learning is easy and fun with a tablet. Take care of your tablet, use it wisely.
Doing your business from the convenience of your own space, at home or elsewhere, with access to the internet is becoming the norm for more Jamaicans. Tax Administration Jamaica is using this medium to offer improved service to its customers. More in this feature.
The future of tax services is here. Taxpayers having the power to do business at their fingertips. It's thanks to a number of online services that come with the completion of a project done in 3 phases within 2 years to improve the tax administration system. Through the Revenue Administration Information System RAISE project, Tax Administration Jamaica has been able to roll out more value-added services. Since September 5, 2016, the list of online services have extended to include stamp duty and transfer tax, withholding taxes, environmental protection levy, betting, gaming and lotteries taxes, and trade and business licenses. Persons conducting property transactions will now be able to make payments for stamp duty and transfer tax at any TAJ office island-wide. But document processing is only done at 3 locations: Stamp Office on Harbour Street, and the Maypen and Montego Bay tax offices. As part of the service enhancement through the RAISE platform, applying a vermilion stamp to documents will now be replaced with the use of a barcode endorser, which allows for these documents to be validated online. In respect of withholding taxes, these will all be managed via the RAISE platform. Taxpayers are able to file all withholding tax returns and pay their balances, as well as generate and/or claim withholding certificates from their online account. The withholding tax types include interest, dividends, contractors' levy and withholding tax on specified services, management fees, royalty and other miscellaneous taxes withheld at source. Additionally, prescribed persons will no longer be required to file a withholding tax on interest quarterly return, as the RAISE will be able to process the quarterly refund based on the filing of the monthly returns. Improvements through the Revenue Administration Information System RAISE platform is also changing how racing, lotteries and sports betting and gaming are administered. The changes include having persons in the betting, gaming and lotteries industry filing returns based on a due date. Other enhancements include weekly submission of returns being standardized, penalties charged for late payment, and demand notices issued for outstanding amounts. TAJ's rollout of RAISE 3 also allows for trade and business licenses to be managed through the new system, and persons can submit their applications and return when applying for a trade license. And in the event that a taxpayer does not apply for a renewal, the system will automatically generate an assessment. In ensuring the smooth rollout of the new online services, the TAJ prepared its staff through training. They also engaged several stakeholders such as the National Land Agency, Incorporated Master Builders Association, Jamaica Bankers Association, Bank of Jamaica and Jamaica Stock Exchange. Tax Administration Jamaica, raising the bar, improving service delivery through a modernized tax system.
Climate-smart agriculture is a key strategy to increasing production to meet the demands of the local and export market in the face of the threats of the impact from climate change. And stakeholders are partnering for the strategy to be widely implemented for Jamaica's sustainable growth and development. Take a look.
Climate change is real, and Jamaica has suffered huge economic losses each year as a result of its impacts on lives, livelihood and infrastructure. Climate-smart decisions and actions are important to protect livelihood and ensure food security. A two-day symposium was held recently to raise awareness of the benefits of a climate-smart approach to agriculture. Knowledge sharing, networking and promoting climate-smart investments formed the basis of the second JA Reach 2 Climate-Smart Agriculture Symposium. The USAID funded Jamaica Rural Economy and Ecosystems Adapting to Climate Change 2 or JA Reach 2 project co-hosted the symposium with the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries at the Jamaica Pegasus on September 13 to 14, 2016 in partnership with other stakeholders. It was held under the theme Growing Agriculture and Incomes in the Face of Climate Change. First staged in 2015, the symposium presented the opportunity to attract climate-smart agriculture investments and technical assistance to the sector and build partnerships through networking. Jamaica was able to share experiences with the rest of the region and highlight local and international trends in climate-smart agriculture. Representatives from academia, financial institutions, practitioners in the field, technical experts, farmers and other agribusiness and value chain actors participated in the dialogue to chart the way forward in this area. Jamaica has joined global efforts in mitigating climate change, leveraging this potential for partnership and funding under the COP21 agreement, known also as the 2015 Paris Climate Conference. This will assist in integrating climate risks considerations in the agriculture sector and climate-smart agriculture practices at the policy, planning and program levels.
All the countries in the world put out what they call their intended national determined contributions, sounds elaborate, their INDCs. And all it really was just saying what climate actions are they going to take to reduce emissions. Jamaica put out their INDC as well. And it said, with these actions, we're going to reduce emissions by 7.8% by 2030. That's Jamaica's commitment under the Paris Agreement. And the only way to learn to live with climate change is to adapt. And clearly the adaptation options are many. Diversification of the agricultural practices, irrigation and drought management, research into crop varieties, early warning systems, better technologies, lending and insurance mechanisms for farmers. Mitigation is a must, that adaptation is the answer, and that policy needs to become practice.
According to Anne Mottet, Livestock and Policy Officer, Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO of the United Nations, the global contribution of livestock production to greenhouse gas is 7.1 gigatons. There's a tool, however, that can assist in realizing a 30% reduction in this amount, simply by assessing and utilizing more efficient feeding strategies, manure management, among others.
FAO has developed GLEAM, the Global Livestock Environmental Assessment Model, which is a spatially explicit and biophysical model that aims to support the design of intervention scenarios for adaptation and mitigation in livestock. And an important fact is that this can be achieved while maintaining or even improving production.
Fires caused from climate-related hazards, such as extended drought conditions, can be managed using early warning systems such as the Keach-Bryant Drought Index, which essentially looks at the moisture deficiency in soil and drying potential of grass and shrubs in building fuel, which exacerbates conditions for fire. The management system using climate data such as seasonal rainfall forecasts affords producers and other stakeholders the opportunity to protect the sector and preserve income. The symposium also explored climate innovations, products and services that can significantly improve climate risk management decisions and protect the gains of Jamaica's agricultural sector. Financial institutions are buying into the idea of lending support to climate-smart agriculture practices as they now fully understand the reach it has in sustaining livelihoods.
consortium of different partners came together, including ourselves, GK Insurance, to come up with a solution as to how is it that we can improve distributing insurance products for our customers. So what came up? Well, a product which some of us might know have heard of called livelihood protection policy. And what is it? What does it do? Well, it protects against severe weather events. And currently the product is designed specifically for heavy rainfall and extreme wind speeds. And we're currently in that mode in developing a product that will speak to drought.
A special presentation was made by GK Insurance through the livelihood protection policy at the symposium.
They've committed $350,000 worth of insurance to be given to different farmers who will benefit through the JA Reach project under this program. And the first beneficiary, we're very pleased to say, will be Garvey Maceo High School.
We have been in a relationship with JA Reach, and it has been a very good one, a very profitable one, and we have been able to move our agriculture from a drought-stricken area to an area that is now irrigated by drip, and we are also practicing all the climate-smart agriculture that is being spoken about.
Building climate-resilient and profitable agribusinesses requires innovations in crop and livestock production, soil health and water management, and market systems. Practical climate-smart adaptation strategies include developing drought-tolerant soils through the use and management of soil organic material. Establishing heat stress early warning systems for livestock in Jamaica using the Thermal Heat Index, THI, is among the innovative responses to climate change conditions such as heat and drought. Also, the establishment of fodder banks for crude protein and energy in ruminants is being promoted to improve livestock production in the face of prolonged drought. In addition, creating a feed supplementation strategy using fodder pellets being developed at the Bodles Research Center is an important component of the climate-smart agriculture strategy. Use of drought and disease-resistant crops, disease-free planting materials, and climate-driven integrated pest management initiatives, including pest forecasting systems, are all strategies to mitigate increased risks emanating from climate change. It was a productive 2 days of engagement.
Now, in moving from policy to practice, we clearly have to involve all stakeholders. It's not just about government, it's not just about processors or financiers or just farmers on their own. It's everyone involved in the whole process, an integrated and a holistic process. So when we talk about wanting to have 3% growth in the economy coming from agriculture, it requires work by all stakeholders. How do we incorporate the financing in a more strategic way to help build the sector?
ACI VOCA has some interesting models. And I think part of what we have to start to figure out now, how do we introduce those models into the normal course of business? For example, factoring is a way of post-financing for farmers who have harvested a particular crop. It's a way for them to earn the money quickly.
The CSA Symposium was a catalyst for stakeholders to engage, partner, invest, and innovate to grow agriculture and incomes in the face of climate change.
On the board this week, the Young Entrepreneurs Association of Jamaica YEA will be celebrating National Entrepreneurship Week during the period November 6 to 12, 2016, under the theme Harnessing Creativity and Innovation Through Tourism, Energy and Agriculture. Activities will begin with a church service on Sunday, November 6 at the Tarrant Baptist Church, Kingston. Other activities will include business forums in Negril and Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, and the annual Business Expo will be held in Kingston. Activities will climax with the Youth Business Awards Ceremony and Gala on Saturday, November 12. For more details, visit the website at yeajamaica.com. As part of its overall surveillance of Zika and Zika-related effects, the Ministry of Health has indicated that all suspicious cases of microcephaly, Guillain-Barré syndrome, GBS, and neurological conditions that may be related to Zika virus infection are to be reported on suspicion to the Parish Health Department or the National Surveillance Unit at the Ministry of Health. If you are a comedian or someone who can tell a good old-time joke, then enter the Gid Joke Like Mass Run competition. Persons of all ages and skill levels can send a 60-second video clip of themselves telling an original Jamaican joke to info@jcdc.gov.jm by Friday, November 11, 2016. Entries received will be posted on the JCDC's Facebook page, and the video with the most likes will win $30,000. Jokes must not contain explicit or inappropriate content or language. And that's all for our community notices today. Send us your events for broadcast on the JRS Community Notice Board. Call 922-868-022 or send an email to cbishop@jrs.gov.jm.
Don't make diseases spread. Wash your hands with soap and water instead. Wash them regular or use a hand sanitizer. Make sure the germs them dead. Touching your eyes or your mouth or your nose. Wash your hands before you do things like those. After you use the bathroom before preparing food, come on, wash your hand them clean.
As we observe Technology Month, we are turning attention now to another important tool that's helping to make our lives that much easier. It's the Global Positioning System, GPS technology, navigating our pathways to our destination of choice and giving our precise location in space and time. More on this technology next.
GPS is synonymous with space and location. It stands for Global Positioning